Today's challenge, we are trying to make a martini glass out of ice. Because
I said so.
this is an idea that we had for a couple of years now. We haven't been able to do it because it requires a 5-axis water jet head. And then we recently got one of those, so now what's stopping us?
I had just remembered that we had talked about doing that forever ago, so now it's time to do it.
So this is what we've come up with our design. We've had to design it in 3 pieces. This is the top of it, obviously. And then the second part is we have a stem. Third part is the base, which we've also got a chamfer on. So this is our test to see if everything works. Just doing a dry run with the pump off. And then that's it doing a thing.
I think we're gonna need to do faster than that.
We've got files that work, which means the next step is picking up a block of ice and actually attempting it. Nose goes.
Goes where?
Get the ice.
Oh. I'm hungry, so I'll go because I'm also gonna get food. Don't buy mountain brand ice.
Yeah, we've got some concerns. So these blocks are not a solid piece of ice. It looks like they just pack together the circle tubular kind of ice. What do you call that kind of ice?
I go circle tubulars for me.
Donut ice? I don't know if this is gonna work. I mean, we'll probably get it to work, but it's not gonna look as cool. So let's use these and see if we can kind of create a proof of concept.
Kind of blew out there, Dan. The bottom of the hole was pretty ugly.
Oh, it exploded it.
It held together better than I thought, actually, though. I think maybe we went
low pressure?
thicker and low pressure.
So we went back to the drawing board, made a new one that is taller. The walls of it are about a 1/2 inch thick, and the total height of the top of the glass is now almost 4 inches, which is that piece on the right. And then we switched it so that the pierce is vertical on both sides. We'll see if that helps it not blow out.
I have no idea.
I have a feeling that it's not blowing out the bottom, that it's just melting out the bottom.
Was garnet on that?
No. It did get real garnety though.
Oh, that got real gross, Dan.
I think it was just because it was going too slow. So
We need better ice. That wouldn't hold drink very well.
we need better ice, and the bottom, I think it's melting out. So the water, when it comes out of that nozzle, it's pretty hot.
I'm also thinking that it's splashing around here, because like some of this isn't pierced all the way through, and so it's splashing back here and melting the bottom.
You think the board is kind of pushing it back up into the ice
so.
and causing further
Maybe
melting?
if we had a board on either side of the block and cut it in the middle.
Suspend it in the air?
Suspend it.
Oh, the bottom. Well, I mean, if the block didn't shift around so much, it's like 1/8 of an inch there and a 1/2 inch there.
Yeah, we'll need to clamp it or something.
Well, no, it's because the bottom of it was melting out, and so it's the surface it was sitting on was changing. Too much swamp monster got onto it.
I don't think we're that far off. I think solid ice wouldn't melt as quick either. This has got like
Yeah, because it's so porous, it melts.
it's got porous and it's got like ice shavings in it.
We are back at it again. It is now 3-4 days later. I can't remember. And we've done a lot of research.
Yeah, we wanted good ice, clear ice, because the stuff we had was garbage. In my research, if you freeze it inside of a cooler, it's supposed to freeze from the top down, which creates a section of clear ice.
I mean, this is already way better than what we were finding, although it is,
So
it's full of water.
you can see the big cavity in there. It's not complete clear ice. I don't understand why the ice froze that way, but it looks pretty cool.
And we do have, for the most part, a 4-inch thick block now. Go. So that could have been half of our glass. Oh,
Could have been.
well, we've got the other half of the block. So let's try a low pressure pierce test and see if it can survive that.
All right.
Oh, there it is.
Perfect.
That's exactly what we were going for the entire time.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Hey Mitchell, where'd you get that cool bottle opener?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
I got it from you, Dan.
That's right. I was just playing stupid earlier. This is the Waterjet Channel limited edition, kid tested, mother approved, astronaut endorsed, ultra lightweight, aerospace grade titanium, bottle opener 10 mil wrench multi-tool. Each item is lick test approved, so you know that it is in perfect working condition when it reaches your door.
And it's also a keychain.
This awesome tool will only be available during the month of February. After that,
We will never make it again.
so click on the link down in the description to get yours now. And thanks to me for sponsoring today's video.
Thanks, Dan.
Now, the last thing that we want to do is this crazy shape, which it's hard to tell because of all of the
Because of the way that it is.
because of the way that it is. But this is a giant diamond, and all these yellow lines are just, it's just there to confuse you. Oh, don't lose it.
And that is part of a diamond. This is how we get comments that say, stick to cutting stuff in half. You want to try again on this corner and change the order?
Yeah. Round 2, new design. I think this one will work. That top bevel's barely there, but I think it's enough there to call it a diamond.
That's a diamond, 300 carats.